What is up, my veggies? My name is VeggieTales Rayman. Welcome back to another movie review. Now, I know I've been doing a lot of gaming lately, and that's a lot I've been doing lately is just gaming. My last two videos that weren't gaming were the Princess Trixie Sparkle episode 11 reaction and the We Got This Together cover I did. So yeah, I haven't done anything really besides gaming that much. So it's good to get back into the reviews. It's been a little while since we reviewed something, so I'm excited to review. And you guys may have noticed from the reaction of Princess Trixie Sparkle episode 11, there's a new spot. I rearranged my room again. I do this a lot if you've been watching the channel for maybe about not that long. I do rearrange this room a lot. But back to what I was saying. But yeah, today we're reviewing a movie today. Today we're reviewing in my opinion, one of the greatest movies of all time. It's definitely on my top 100 list. Yeah. There are so many great movies that I believe deserve to be considered some of the greatest movies of all time, and there are probably 100 that I would put on the greatest movies of all time. And this is no exception. E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial. I don't know if I said that right, but whatever. This is an old movie, but that doesn't mean it's not any good. I watched this movie. I don't even think I watched it when I was little. Like I saw it years ago. But I don't know what I'm trying to say, but the movie is really good. So if you guys don't know the movie, I'm going to give a little plot summary. And since I love this movie so much, I'm not going to give any spoilers. I'm just going to give the main premise of the movie. So an alien comes to Earth and is left by the rest of the aliens is left there and is found by a kid named Elliot, and he tells his siblings about him and tries to keep it a secret from everyone else, and there's a lot of other stuff. That's pretty much the main premise of the movie. Now, here's the thing about this movie. Looking back at it now, which I watched it again not too long ago. Maybe a month ago I watched it. A month or two ago I rewatched it. But yeah, looking back at it today, I think this movie was ahead of its time. I don't remember when it exactly came out, but this movie was amazing for when it came out, especially the way E.T. was, how he moved and everything. I'm actually convinced that alien is right there. I'm convinced he is there. The whole time I'm watching this movie, I'm like, that alien's there. So, the first little bit of the movie, it starts off pretty slow, but then it starts to pick up around the middle of the movie, and the ending it's slow at parts, but at some parts at the end. But then it definitely speeds up. Then it slows down again, but it slows down in a good way when it slows down again. I really cannot give say much negative about this. I do think there are a few cliches in this movie that should be addressed, but not gonna point too much at it because it's freaking E.T. Who doesn't like this movie? This movie is so popular. It freaking got a Atari video game. We're not going to talk about that. But it also got a Lego Dimensions pack, which I have yet to get, but I really, really want. But still, it got a Lego Dimensions pack, which is really, really cool. And the characters in the movie are kind of bland. Not bland, but kind of stereotypical for that time in movies. See, I feel in my opinion, the three movies that I think of when I think of these types of movies, I think of The Goonies, Gremlins, and E.T. Those are the three movies I think of. And one I haven't seen. I never fully watched The Goonies, and it's been a while since I've seen Gremlins. But with this film, it is probably one of the most visually pleasing movies, especially the stuff with E.T., because one that's supposed to be the biggest part is E.T. And it does not struggle with My mind is blank. It doesn't struggle with making you believe that E.T. is there. And even when E.T.'s not on screen, the movie's not boring. It's definitely not exciting. And I wouldn't even call this really an exciting movie, but it's still a good film. One of my favorite scenes has to be the trick-or-treating scene, or the Halloween scene where they're out and you got E.T. under the sheet. A little bit of a spoiler there, but not like story-wise spoiler. But I figured that was a really nice scene, and you even got to see some costumes, like characters you would recognize. So that was like some good Easter eggs in that, and it was a really good film. I would very much recommend checking it out. And it has one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a movie. Like, it's got like that memorable music. I know all movies have like that memorable music, like Friday the 13th, Jaws, Halloween, Edward Scissorhands. All those old movies have that memorable music. Star Wars. They all have that memorable music. When you hear it, you're like, oh, I know where that movie's from. When you hear that, or however it goes, when you hear that, you know, it's just a fantastic film. And if you have not seen it, I very much recommend it. And I will put the link for you to get it on iTunes down in the description below. So guys, it's good to get back into the movie reviews, and I feel like we jumped back in with a good one. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please tap the like button down below, subscribe, leave me a comment, and link to my Twitter, Instagram, DeviantArt, Tumblr, at dailymotion, Twitch, and Musically will all be linked down in the description below. And do not forget to hit that notification button so you'll be notified when I upload videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!